Hey everyone, welcome back to the For the Sickos podcast. It's your hosts, Doug and Holly Pounder. That was pretty good. I was like Justin Roberts.
Oh yeah,
I was
you
just like
totally were.
I was just like Justin. I'm like basically Justin Roberts. Okay.
You just need slicked back hair
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
and a suit.
No. Oh yeah, and the pink tie I think he wears. Don't tell me what to wear. So today we're talking about maybe a little recap, a little baby recap of Double or Nothing, recap and kind of review of Double or Nothing. Talking about the Owen Hart Cup, and we're gonna do a little like 2 weeks to Forbidden Door kind of talk. So stick around after the intro, and we'll be right back.
Yeah! For the sickos! Let's go! For the sickos! For the sickos!
Woo! That wasn't too painful, was it, huh? I think they were okay with that. What do you think?
Yeah,
Do
and
you
it's
think-
fun being a sicko.
Do you think they hated it?
No, I think everybody loved it.
Yeah, we friggin' rocked. We just crushed that. We're the best. So, I guess we can get right into it. Number one, thank you so much. This is crazy. I know our format's probably a little bit weird and loosey-goosey. We definitely did not expect to get so many views on our top 10 video. As of right now, we're like getting close to breaking 1,000, which is insane. So thank you for watching. Thanks for the likes, whatever, thumbs up. I don't know, whatever the things are. But yeah, we're going to hopefully get our production up as fancy as we can when we can. But we're just doing this for fun. Yeah, we're just doing this for fun. And, if more people watch or do things, whatever, that's cool. If not, anyway, I know you guys don't care about all those things. So just thank you to those of you that are maybe new subscribers and watching and commenting and talking about AEW with us. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Thank you.
So Double or Nothing. A couple thoughts on it, I guess. The first thing I have to say is, I don't know if you saw it, but do you know what I'm going to say?
You're gonna say
What am I going to say if you know me?
that you got an A+ 100% on your predictions.
Yes, excellent. Yes, I did. I predicted the entire pay-per-view, friggin' bangarang, and I'd say there were two tough ones to predict on that pay-per-view, which was the women's four-way, because kind of anything can happen in that. I obviously chose Tekla, but weird things happen in those fatal four-ways where it's like, oh, okay, they just changed the belt, like to random person that was in the four-way that you didn't think was going to get it for whatever reason. And then Stadium Stampede is a little tough because Stadium Stampede kind of typically doesn't matter who wins. It more so matters that it's a really memorable match. And I ended up predicting that as well, which I think it was the Young Bucks, right? Their team, the Young Bucks and Omega and Jack Perry and stuff. I can't remember who was all in that one.
That was when the crazy Jurassic Express thing happened.
Oh yeah, he drove the car through the thing. I got to get clips for that stuff. And I think Darby versus MJF was not the easiest one to predict, but that's crazy. Like Darby's run was going to end in a month, so that was kind of like, oh, is it really? But at the same time, you're kind of thinking like MJF's probably going to be the person they want to move forward with for the next 2 to 3 pay-per-views to have like a big maybe Ospreay match or whatever. Anyway, we can talk about those kinds of things. I didn't think it was the easiest pay-per-view to predict, but I didn't think it was the hardest. But I'll show like a quick 5-second clip from our short. So if you want, you can check out the whole thing, but it's not that fancy. Let's hope that this is it when I click this. So here we go. Nope, nothing showed up. Oh wait, I know what I did wrong. Hey,
There it
is. All right.
That guy is cute.
Oh yeah, long hair don't care, baby. I think Cope and Cage win, and I want Cope and Cage to win. It's time to get the belts off of FTR. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna see if I get another one here. I'm gonna say I'm going to say Takeshita wins. Oh, another one, right. Okay, I won't make you watch the whole thing, but let's just go to the end. I'm Team All Elite times 2. So I think we're going to say the same thing right now. It seems like maybe they're setting up for an MJF Will Ospreay all in. Interesting.
Yeah.
I really don't want MJF to win this one. I think MJF's going to win. So here's what I'm going to say. I think MJF wins. Oh, another one. I would like. Okay, I won't make you watch the whole thing, but you get the point.
Is 100% good?
Yeah, I think so. It's all right. So last time I predicted the whole pay-per-view. Hopefully for Forbidden Door, I do the same. But yeah, so let's talk about Double or Nothing. And I've been rambling too much. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about, just your thoughts, I guess, Holly, on Double or Nothing. You can see I have some of the matches pulled up like on our end. I guess you guys can't see it on the screen, so sorry about that. But what do you think? What was your overall? I don't know. What was your overall feeling? Did you have a favorite match?
I really did enjoy the Cage and Cope and the FTR match. I really did, and it was all really good. Hearing a lot about it after, just people saying like it's the best pay-per-view ever, or that it's right up there with the best pay-per-view ever. I don't know. All of the AEW pay-per-views are so good, and this one was no exception. I don't know if I would put it up that high, saying it was the best ever. And
Yeah.
maybe people are just starting to realize AEW exists, and some of the wrestlers that are just really fun to watch, and people are curious. I'm
Right.
glad. It's all good. It's all good that people think that that's the best pay-per-view ever, but maybe they should go back and watch some of the ones that have been, great in the past. But I really, really liked the FTR Cage and Cope match. I liked the women's 4-way. I thought maybe my favorite one, and I think I might have said that it probably would be match of the night or my favorite, and I'm not saying it was match of the night, but I also really enjoyed seeing Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay, and some of the just Samoa Joe is so fun to watch, and I liked that matchup.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'm trying to think of the event as a whole. I think was pretty good, or I shouldn't even say pretty good. I think it was great. Maybe it's a top 10 AEW pay-per-view, but yes, the discourse that it's like the greatest AEW pay-per-view of all time. I don't even know if it's better than Double or Nothing 2025. But I'd have to go back and like really think about it. And even Revolution earlier this year, I think people like already forgot. People forget so quick. But again, I think the discourse, everyone got caught up in the hype. WWE has been so insanely bad. It's kind of like the bar is so low right now that like the WWE fatigue like set in on everyone at the same exact time. And then people that were WWE fans are just like tired of kind of like the same old stuff they've been doing there, like kind of like the little bit maybe family friendly environment as they're getting older, right? Like you have to think of the transition time here. WWE was like on top for like what, 2022, 23, 24, something like that, or 23, 24, 25, or like the beginning of 25. You couldn't even talk bad about WWE. And it seems like if you were, say you were 16 or something in 2021, or say you were even like, say it was, this goes from 2020 and you were 15 years old and you loved WWE because your dad loved WWE, or just because that's what you found and you went towards or whatever, and AEW wasn't really for you, is too mature. But now you're 20, now you're 21, now you're 23, and you're like, wait a second. WWE is not for me anymore. So I'm speaking. It feels like that all happened at the same time for a bunch of like 16-year-olds that are now 22-year-olds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
well, sickos, no.
Sickos, that's
And
right.
maybe they should.
You tell them.
I think that there's just a lot of AEW already has a really good history, and I would just say go back and watch even just the Sting Revolution when he retired. I mean that alone. It's all good though. And I forgot to mention, just with overall thoughts, Mick Foley being there and that whole thing he did with MJF at the beginning. That was so cool.
I think that helps
was
actually
so good.
like up it. I definitely think that like some people probably, that gives them like some more points, you know, in the bank. You're already on a high with Mick Foley being there, and then the matches are great. Most of them deliver. So it's I think people are like maybe I don't know what the right word is, not overcompensating, but they're a little bit like,
Yeah, maybe giving some extra points or just some extra good, good feelings about it because of that, which isn't wrong. I would just encourage people who are just getting into it to just go back, go watch some pay-per-views. It's all been so good.
well, the last couple of things on Double or Nothing, which I did, again, I'm not like discrediting it. It's definitely a top 10 pay-per-view for AEW. But I don't want to give anything away. You know, we have our top 15 coming up here soon. And the way we're structuring the videos, we did a top 10, then we're doing the top 15. So some of those matches will repeat. Obviously, they'll stick around because some matches are exceptional. And then it's going to go to top 20 and then to top 25, because there's just going to be so much wrestling throughout the year that when you really think about it, like chopping wrestling down to 10 matches in a year for a company like AEW is like absurd. 10 is just too small. There was 10 matches that you should watch within the first 3 months, right?
Oh yeah,
So,
every Dynamite might as well be like a special.
yeah, seriously. So when you get to the end of the year, it's like, oh, you know, there's got to be like 25 like not must watch matches, but like should watch, would enjoy matches by the end of the year. So I think it's worth making a larger top. And instead of a top 10, top 10 feels so chintzy for think about it. We're probably at like over 200 matches at this point. It's got to be something crazy. If we're doing like almost 12 a week, probably 6 matches per Dynamite, 6. So 12 a week, probably 40 matches a month. We're 6 months in, like over 200 matches. So anyway, without giving too much of that away, and sorry, I know I'm rambling, is that I think my favorite match of the pay-per-view was Will Ospreay versus the Samoa Joe, like you had mentioned earlier. And from looking online, not that doesn't sway my opinion, but I'm shocked to see that really this match is like not like really on people's radar as much as maybe like the Takeshita versus Okada match, which seems to be like taking the world by storm. But really, when we look back on Takeshita versus Okada, which was a very, very strong match, I don't even think people are going to be like honestly considering that particular match in like match of the year contention, even though like as of this podcast, it has a 9.48 on Cage Match, and it was given 5 stars by Wrestling Observer. So it's like it's one of the highest, if not the highest rated match of the year, like only under maybe, and I haven't seen it, but the Mask versus Mask, Luchador, AAA, Night of whatever it was, Night of El Grande Americano. I can't remember what the title was, but I need to watch that match in its entirety. I've only seen some highlights. And again, this is obviously for AEW centric podcast, so we don't really talk a ton about what WWE and their partners have or are doing, but you know, I do tend to catch it when I can, since there's only so much wrestling I can watch in between gaming and you know, pornography and other things that I'm doing.
No.
What? Oh, I
You
mean,
meant to
what?
say, I think you meant to say Beyblade.
Oh yeah, Beyblading. No, honestly though, we do Beyblade a lot, and we need to pick it back up. It's been a minute since we Beybladed, and we really need to hit it. So anyway, all right. Final thoughts on Double or Nothing for me. Very good. Top 10. You know, probably ever of AEW in the top 10. Pay-per-view of the year, possibly, definitely worth discussing. But Revolution also had its moments. And
Oh, I forgot to say,
great
I really
matches.
liked seeing Kenny with Matt and Nick Jackson too
You mean in the
Stadium Stampede.
Oh,
There's just some fun stuff.
the Stadium Stampede was
I liked
fun,
it a lot.
and obviously, like I'm sure if you're even watching this, we're already like way behind. That you've already heard the discourse is essentially that they couldn't have blood really, and
yeah.
so it was like a little bit tamer than usual, but still like a really good and fun stadium stampede. Also, I mean, it's still worth mentioning Darby Allin versus MJF. It was another good solid match from those two, and sad Darby's title reign is already over, but I'm sure he's going to go on to some good stuff or whatever here in the future. Darby Allin's always top notch. You could see from his title reign. I guess we should talk about his title reign, so I'll just transition to it.
Yeah.
There is that we maybe should at least discuss Darby's title reign 1 month or like a month and a week or something. I think it was like 5 weeks. I can't remember. 2 matches a week.
Yeah, maybe the most active champion I think I've seen.
Insane.
And
Just
then
absolute bonkers.
I know he's not in his title reign right now, but the whole thing with Kevin Knight the other night
Yeah.
at was that just Dynamite, I guess? That was Darby's just, I don't know, Darby's grown a lot as a wrestler, and I enjoy everything I see him involved in. And I really liked his outburst the other night.
He hit Kevin Knight in the back with that skateboard so hard. Like, I'd have to rewatch it, but it looks to me like when he swings the skateboard, he doesn't hit him like flat on the back. He like hits him with the lip like in the spine. And I was like, Darby, what do you... Sometimes I think Darby himself, he's obviously like at a 10, like constantly in life. He's just one of those kind of people. And so I think sometimes his adrenaline causes him to probably maybe hit people harder than he means to. At least there's a few times I think I've seen him swing that skateboard or hit other people with objects, or even himself. He throws his body really hard into things. And I think it's because he's so amped that maybe he doesn't like necessarily, and his pain tolerance might be like way higher, but he's probably like, yeah, I'd take a skateboard to the back, swing it as hard as you want. But it's like, Darby, not everyone's trying to get injured going into...
I think it's called hard style, Doug.
Yo, yes. Oh, I forgot about hard style. This isn't Japan.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Darby's crazy.
You would like it hard style. Straight up freak. She a hard style freak. She be loving that New Japan hard style. Okay. So there we go. There's Double or Nothing. We talked about Darby's reign. Let's do a brief... I had some thoughts about the Owen Hart Cup, I guess, so I can talk about that really quick before we just jump into our little 2 weeks to Forbidden Door preview.
There's been some serious curveballs with Willow, and
yes,
just so much weird stuff is happening.
That was the first thing I was going to say, is that this is cursed. The Owen Hart... Oh, God, that's horrible. No pun intended, I guess. Really bizarre.
Yeah.
I definitely did not mean it like that. But really, the tournament this year has had some unfortunate turns of events. I don't know, turn of events. An unfortunate turn of events with 2, maybe 3. Was there a male wrestler injured on that side of the tournament? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's mostly on the women's side. Weird things are happening.
Just Willow and Sari. So it kind of like flipped the script on everybody. And it really felt like they were setting up, if you ask me, I think it was looking like a Mercedes versus Sadi. I don't know how to say her name. It's either Sari or Sadi. Grand finals, which is so brutal, because those are like 2 of the best female wrestlers in the world. And it would have been so great for Forbidden Door, especially getting to see more of the Japanese wrestlers, because like as of right now, it really feels like we're missing some of the Stardom and the Stardom and New Japan talent, and it's shaping up to potentially eventually end up being very CMLL heavy, which is fine, but you want to get a nice like diverse mix of people for Forbidden Door. But anyway, so yes, the Owen Hart Tournament, very weird start. Some other things I have to say about the Owen Hart Tournament is that I think they're not building it up the right way these days. It felt like that first tournament was like, oh, awesome. We're finally getting some appreciation of Owen, and it's going, and I think it's putting like some sort of like eyes on a good charity and things. Or I mean, I can't speak for the charity. I don't know if they're a good charity. I would hope so and like to think so. But
I'm sure they're good.
it,
But we would love to see more about, some reports on what they're doing and just it would be awesome if they just showcase that more, maybe
right.
each year.
I think it's worth putting it on TV. Like when the cup starts, to kick it off. And maybe I missed it. I've watched every, you and me, we've watched every single Dynamite, every single Collision, every single pay-per-view. Yes, we don't watch literally everything that gets put on the YouTube, which maybe there's some more content, but I feel like there's been like no nice video package or vignette promoting the Owen Hart Tournament, like making it seem more prestigious. You're getting a title shot after this. Also, we're talking about a great wrestler that died tragically, and it's also, mentioning the Owen Hart Foundation, right? So all these things should be interweaved into this tournament. Title shot, Owen Hart Foundation, remembering a great wrestler, and it feels like we kind of did that the first year. And then the next 2 years, or however much I think this is the fourth one, all we get is like a Martha Hart 5-minute talk before the final or something,
Yeah.
right?
That being said, though, it seems like whoever is doing those packages, as they say, is doing like such a good job. All of them that come out are so
Oh
good.
my God, the
And so,
AEW pack, whoever that person is, give them a raise.
yeah, they're so good. So it would be awesome to see in the future. And who knows? I mean, it's still not for a while. We still have some time. Like maybe there's going to be a package that is a little bit more satisfying when it comes to like, oh, what are they doing with this charity? And yeah, doing maybe some memorable Owen Hart stuff. Who knows with like who owns what and can they show everything?
Yeah.
And I don't know. But yeah, it would be really, really nice to hear more about what's going on with that organization and just even more focus on who Owen Hart was and that whole thing. But maybe Mick Foley being there, maybe it'll trigger some personal stories, or I don't know. Who knows? I'm not sure
Yeah.
how much they are going to do with that, but the packages have been really good.
Yeah, but in this case, there is no package.
No,
So
that's why we want one.
the most important thing that I'm trying to get across here is if you're going to do an Owen Hart centric tournament under the foundation or whatever, talk about the foundation, what they're doing, how they're making an impact, and also talk about Owen, his legacy, and how important and prestigious the tournament.
And
That's it.
hopefully we're not talking out of, as Casey Rocket would say, talking out of school. Maybe they totally have. Maybe they have on YouTube. Maybe there's things we've missed. I don't think so. We're pretty on top of it. I don't think we've missed anything. And even if we have, they should be showcasing it on their main shows.
Right. So anyway, okay, so there's that. And then so that's the Owen Hart, my thoughts on the Owen Hart. The reason we're talking about it obviously is that it leads into Double or Nothing, it leads into
Forbidden Door.
Thank you.
And I don't think we
Holly.
mentioned that part of the weird stuff going on the women's side, that whole thing with Maya World's brother, and she had to be in a match last night.
Well,
like,
she
that
replaced
was,
Sorry or
yeah,
whatever. Sorry.
that was also just a really weird thing to follow, and it's just, I don't know, it's horrible. Hope things
Yeah.
shape up on that side of things.
So I think the end obviously will also be, I think, Mercedes versus Athena. I think that's what we'll end up seeing at Double or Nothing. So oh my God, I keep saying Double or Nothing. What we'll see at Forbidden Door. So I guess we
Forbidden
can talk
Door.
about that really quick. I think the two Owen Hart finishers, and we already know the men's, is Swerve versus Will Ospreay, which is a match I'm very excited to see. Is it a Forbidden Door match? I don't know. Also, on top of that, just a quick thought on Forbidden Door. I feel like Forbidden Door is done. At least I think that maybe we'll see Forbidden Door go every other year, or like when it comes back, it'll be like this novelty thing. Will be more like, oh, dude, there's going to be a Forbidden Door this year. That's so cool, because they added, what is it called? Redemption.
Yes.
So with Redemption, it
Yeah.
makes me think they're replacing. They saw the writing on the wall with Forbidden Door, and they're like, it's going to be too hard to keep making these dream matches and working with these companies and having different stars, potentially lose the different. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I don't want my big star to come over and then lose and
Wow,
let
yeah, maybe you're right.
So I think Forbidden Door gone. And I do think we'll see it again, but I think it's going to take some time to maybe build up maybe some big talent in some of the other companies, and then they'll go, hey, here's a dream match that people want to see. Let's figure out how to make it happen.
Yeah. I bet you're right. It could be.
So goodbye Forbidden Door. I think this is the last one, so enjoy it while you can for now. So Swerve versus Will Ospreay. I mean, it's going to be great, right?
Oh, it's going to be really great. I don't even know if I could predict who I think will win or would want to win on that one.
You're going to have to in like 2 weeks when we do our prediction
then I'll
video.
think about it. I can tell you right now, Kenny versus Zack Sabre Jr.
You want Zack Sabre Jr. to win?
No way. It better be Kenny. But I'm really looking forward to that.
Did I get that one wrong?
You got it wrong.
Okay. All right. So, that's one that has been confirmed. Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr. should be a lot of fun. They haven't had a match since 2018. If I'm remembering the match correctly, it was a really, really good match was it in the G1?
Yes.
G1 Climax?
I believe so.
It might have even been it wasn't for the IWGP. I don't really remember. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was a G1. I think
it was in G1. I think it was G1 Climax 2018. Great match. And I don't expect this one to be as good as that. They're obviously both almost 10 years older. However, I think Zack Sabre Jr. Is an intelligent wrestler. And so I think he'll be able to.
Do we have a thumbs down animation?
Okay. Stop with that stuff.
Thumbs
just
down.
don't like guys with Bart Simpson hair. That's why you don't like him, because he has
I don't know.
spiky blonde hair.
Not a fan.
Yeah, right. You think his whatever. You like his hips.
No. I'm good.
Let's say okay, so whatever. Can you I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm too faded, baby. Hit that fader, a little waken. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't do anything.
You had a smoothie.
I had a smoothie.
I think all you had today was a smoothie.
I had a smoothie, and I really was sad that we were out of croissants. That really hurt me today. It kind of shook up my world. All right, so Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre, probably going to be a good one. I'm excited to see it. That's a worthy Forbidden Door match. Swerve versus Will Ospreay, also confirmed. I wouldn't call it a worthy Forbidden Door match, but is it a worthy pay-per-view match? Hell to the yes, brother. Owen Hart Foundation women's final match. We think it's going to be Athena versus Mercedes, because Athena will probably beat Maya World, and Mercedes will probably beat Hazuki.
Yeah,
right?
I think everyone thinks that, and I think
it's definitely shaping up for.
And hopefully, it's Mercedes.
Right, it's shaping up for Mercedes to get a world title shot. I think is kind of what they're doing. So. And the other one that's like semi-confirmed, and I thought there was maybe one more that we kind of thought was shaping up, but now I'm not remembering.
Chris Jericho and Tomas
Thank
Ciampa.
you, Jericho versus Ciampa. I wish I put that on our list. So, oh my God, the entire time we've been talking about Forbidden Door, I feel so stupid. I grabbed this thing for that. Where is the friggin' dang? Is it this?
Oh, you know what? I thought you changed your mind.
No, I was going to show this. I feel so stupid right now. Had this the whole time, and now we're basically wrapping up because we're trying to do like 30 minutes.
You're not stupid. Remember, you got 100% on the Double or Nothing predictions.
I did guess the entirety of Double or Nothing. I can't believe I didn't switch over to this. Sorry, anyone that watches a video version of this. But so the last match, it's like semi-confirmed. This is bizarre, because now there is no AEW world title match at Forbidden Door, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be
It's going to be kind of different.
6v6. So that's a little bit of a strange take. I wonder if the stakes will feel as high knowing there is no world title match. I wonder if people are going to be as like invested. I feel like a world title match always kind of adds that intensity and dynamic, like it adds more dynamics to, or not I don't know. That's not the right word. I'm trying to sound smart.
It's more
and dumb.
suspense
Right,
to
more
the
suspense. Thank
whole
you.
thing
That's
and
better.
something to look forward to. And
that's why I have
title
Holly.
change. Aw.
Oh yeah, that and I married her, so I guess I'll keep her around for 2 reasons.
We're the Pounders.
And she makes me smoothies. Okay, so Don Cal. Right now, it's looking to be a 6v6 or a 12-man steel cage match. That's awesome. The steel cage stipulation is awesome. They gotta have a double ring for this. It is going to be psycho to see 12 guys in a single ring. So I don't know. I don't know what they do. How do you do 12 guys in a single steel cage? It's going to be a mess. It'll be a mess.
I'm excited for this. Very excited.
I mean, all the wrestlers that are going to be involved are probably going to be very, very good. It's just going to be a slop fest if they don't double ring it. But then at the same time, do you want to have 2 rings set up all of Forbidden Door? It's going to be a nightmare. You don't need 2 rings out there. It's going to...
Maybe they don't need 2 rings, but they're going to need some blood tarps. I think this is going to be bloody.
Could get messy. Could get messy in this one. Okay, so it's basically going to be some members of the Don Callis family and MJF. Kevin Knight, I guess, is one of those members confirmed, versus what I believe, and I don't think it's been confirmed yet, but I'm almost positive it's going to be Mark Briscoe, obviously, who the stipulation is if his team wins, he gets a title shot. Mark Briscoe. And the conglomeration, so it's like Orange Cassidy, Roddy Strong, Ishii maybe, and I'm sure 1 or 2 other members, but I believe Darby as well.
I think, yeah, that would only make sense after his
The run-in, right?
skateboard assault thing.
Yes. The actual literal, if it happened anywhere other than a wrestling ring, assault on Kevin Knight.
Yeah, that was funny though. Yeah, I think you're right. But you know what I was going to say about the other team?
Oh, please tell me what you're going to say.
What is going on with Andrade? I don't know if I don't know. Is he going to be with them? He seems to really hate Kevin Knight, or there was a little bit of tension in the, backstage when they were talking to Renee.
I think we'll see that come to light in the match.
Right. So do you think he's going to be within the team against Mark Briscoe?
Yes, I think he'll be on the Don.
He's going to participate.
Seems to me like he'll be on the Don Callis side. Maybe he'll turn on Kevin Knight while they're in the match, causing some problems, or he'll walk away, leading to Briscoe winning. We'll see Briscoe versus MJF on a Dynamite maybe, and then we'll see what I assume will be like maybe MJF. Who are they shaping up to have a world title shot with him? Not Ospreay yet. We'll see MJF versus Ospreay.
Aren't a lot of people talking about like Mystico, even though that I know that's not what we're talking about.
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the future. Well, either way,
yeah.
I would assume that conglomeration wins because Andrade costs them. But we'll see. We'll see more as it shapes up. But that's our Forbidden Door preview, I guess. Sorry I didn't have the frigging graphic up the whole time. Yeah, that's everything. We wrapped a little bit on Double or Nothing. We wrapped a little bit on the Owen Hart Tournament. We wrapped a little bit on something else I didn't even know we were going to talk about.
Oh wait, we didn't talk about Chris Jericho and Thomas Ciampa.
Well,
really.
Tommy, yeah, unconfirmed, but that seems like an obvious setup. Chris Jericho versus Tommaso Ciampa. I would assume they're going to do it at Forbidden Door. But again, this is an internal AEW match, so I'm really waiting for it. There's probably only room for 3 more matches on that card.
Yeah.
Where's the crossover? We need some bigger crossovers.
Yeah, some New Japan stuff or something.
We lost Stardom. We lost Stardom because of Sari, but so I don't know what we're going to do about that. But yeah, I think I want to say Ciampa versus Jericho is going to be at Forbidden Door because they've been kind of amping it up, and I doubt that's going to happen on a Wednesday unless I missed it and they confirmed it for next Wednesday. That's your last chance to sneak in probably before a match like that before Forbidden Door. So it seems to me like they're kind of talking it up for Forbidden Door, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just going to be on a Dynamite.
Yeah. Speaking of sneaking in, I forgot to mention
oh boy, here
something
we go
I thought
again.
was really
We're
funny.
already at 34 minutes.
On
Great.
Dynamite. It's worth mentioning. On Dynamite last night.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't it so funny when Orange Cassidy ripped off his pants
Yeah, that rocked.
to just reveal more jeans.
I like that a lot. Yeah, I think I kind of saw it coming, but it definitely, the way they did it surprised me, and I thought that was a really, really great moment. The match itself was pretty decent as well. Actually, there were two pretty good matches. That was Dynamite, right? So
Last
yeah,
night. Mhm.
so Dynamite's good. That match was good, and I think the main event ended up being good too. But now I can't remember who was in the main event last night. But yeah, that match was obviously the highlight because of the spots there. Anyway, all right, well, that's the podcast. We try to keep them a little bit short, 30 minutes. Maybe you got a little commute. Maybe I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. The most people that have ever watched a podcast is like 50, and I don't, maybe that means there's 48 random people that watch it besides our 2 initial plays to make sure the
but that
video's
still
working.
matters. I hope those 48 people, or even if it's 3 people, enjoy it. We love talking about wrestling, and
I hate
it's
it,
been
and
fun.
I'm never doing it again.
It's been fun.
I'm gonna stop watching wrestling right now.
No.
After Forbidden Door, and after All In. No, after World's End, and then I'm done. No, after Revolution 2027, then I'm never watching wrestling again. So yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for watching. Definitely check out our top 10, which is eventually going to turn into a top 25. Our top 15 will come out in July at some point, hopefully early July, which should be a fun video that expands on the already 10 there. What's cool about it is that some matches might even get kicked off the top 10, right? If you think about it, really, because we're going to do the top 15. So did some matches that have happened over the last 3 months shove some of those top 10 matches out, of the ranking? I think so. I think we'll collect 6 to 7 matches when it's all said and done. So 2 to 3 matches are going to get pushed off of the top 10. So
we'll see.
We're going to have some new ones to talk about. So top 15 coming up. Obviously our Forbidden Door predictions in about a week and a half, I guess. It'll be after that Dynamite, I think, before Forbidden Door. And
see if you get 100% again.
I
hope
will,
you
girl.
do.
Shoot, girl. I'll be getting them 100% every time. Okay. I think that's it. Did I need to say any other videos? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening to the pod. We're only on YouTube right now, I guess. So hopefully I can figure out how to get us on other things. If you know of any other distribution platforms, please let me know in the comments. Say, like, you should distribute on here. Besides Spotify, obviously. I think that's an obvious one to be on. But if there's somewhere else where you're like, oh, this is a good podcasting hosting platform that seems to make it easy for people to listen to on their drive or whatever, let me know. What was your favorite match from Double or Nothing? What match are you looking forward to at Forbidden Door? Do you still like the Owen Hart Tournament? Is Forbidden Door done forever? Let me know in the comments. Check out our top 10 video. Go check out the short where I friggin' straight up owned AEW, and I should be their writer because I'm smarter than all of them. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. All right, thanks for watching. For the Sickos, Doug, Holly, Pounder, out.
Bye.